Ravens general manager.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the real lessons have been served and lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the side of blocks, young buck holding like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back into it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give a fuck about a hater. Let them I'm like the rest of them, my paper. They call me big dog riding with the hillbillies. Cube bone staying with the lit. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Give me pull your hands back. We put the bang and bang you can't hanging. They took the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. When you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound, let me take a pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, that's the way, stomping in the big black chains. Corny money, get stuck in the maze. We never stop the fools, had enough of you. Fuck friends, and new sins. That you got another world tour, catch it, be sure. From Dallas in the pool,
Hey, that nigga didn't want to play after y'all guys. We gotta play attention to you.
Damn, I ain't even check my shit. That shit clicked so fucking fast. Ah! This nigga done had my number for a good little minute. Well, just this mad. Was I beat him? No, I think I was last mad. I beat him. You gotta stop the run and don't turn the ball over.
Here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. Tompkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Packers are going to have a first down. first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Watson. He gets this one to Boyd. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Watson now to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he
take care of it.
Was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
He finds Watson complete.
And he'll have it past midfield.
He within the old guy.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers
throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Nah, bro, it's a tight game, bro.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Watson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going deep for Brown. That he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A.J. Brown, 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got...
Damn eyes. You whipping the old guy.
Over. Right.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The
Pablo must be drunk.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Watson on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Watson, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Hey, take 26.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers step.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 31! Hey, 24!
To throw is Watson. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. McCann's kick up and good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And some room to work. $113 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
26. Over.
Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Watson off play action. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the victory here for Seattle, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.